Good morning and happy new moon eclipse in Libra. Dude, it's the Iowa pine. It's like I'm already in Christmas mode. I'm already there. I literally just turned into Buddy the Elf, and honest to goodness couldn't care less about it. It's Christmas, cozy Christmas jazz, Christmas lo-fi, and the smell of Christmas. It's the vibe. It's the vibe of the energy of Christmas, not so much like the hustle and bustle of it, but it's the vibe. How are you doing? How's the eclipse portal treating you? Dude, it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. Like, looking over my calendar, there's since the day of the full moon eclipse in Pisces, that was, oh my gosh, what was it? The 26th? The 17th? Nope, today's the 26th, Sarah. The 17th of September on my calendar, it's like crossed off thing, crossed off thing, crossed off thing, rescheduled. This is over here, this is over here. And it happens, every eclipse season for me. And I'm like, why is everything falling apart? But everything is just like falling into like falling right into place, and things I don't want are falling away. And I'm taking responsibility for my life. It's like, oh, oh, look at you, Sarah. What did you think was going to happen? But sometimes my human has ideas as to how she thinks it's going to go. Meaning, like, my human avatar Sarah, as in me, as in, we know that we are the consciousness having this human experience, but our human has their ideas as to how they want everything to go, And when it doesn't happen that way, even when things are falling into place, we can get emotional. That's okay. You might be feeling as emotional. This is Venus. This is our chart ruler, technically, for this new moon eclipse, because it's in Libra. It's run by Libra, and Libra is run by Venus. On the general astrological wheel, Libra runs the house of relationships, the important people of our lives, seeing God in another. It's the opposition of Aries, which is the self. Even though we have the South Node over here, this is going to be a funky dunk reading, honest to goodness. I'm going to jump right into it. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I channel messages for the collective. For lack of a better term, channel is the way to describe what I do. I, open up for source to offer messages for me, for the collective, for the time of the awakening and the ascension. And I work with leaders, that's you, that have a growth mindset. We speak from I statements around here. And so the disclaimer that I am giving on every one of my all signs readings is twofold. One, this is a offering to you. All of what I offer on YouTube is donation based, and this isn't a reading that you specifically contracted me to do. So if these messages resonate with you, amazing. If they don't resonate with you, that's also okie dokie. If anyone is ever keen for a reading and, chart reading, do the full chart readings. And then I also do mini chart readings for the new moons and for the new full moons. So the link, my email address is always in the description. Check out my website for descriptions on everything, as well as my FAQ page. Offer some different bits of information over there. But the second disclaimer that I'm going to give is that if this is your first time here, sometimes my readings are a little intense. Like I said, I like to be efficient in my processes because I came from corporate, we have a growth mindset, we've only got a little bit of time, Sarah. So sometimes my readings shoot between the eyes. And, I tell my guides that, I take my ego out of it and I just let them speak through me. And this message, when I really was setting up to channel, what is it, like 4:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, and the whole room filled with angels. It's a very angelic message. I love that for the Venus. I love that. A very, very angelic message. And something about the angels, and Ann Tucker, an incredible angel channeler, speaks of this often, is that angels don't really understand time. They understand vibration. They'll say, like the angelic, she makes the joke, soon. And I love that because it's like, when? They're like, it's now. You're like, it's 20 years from now, but it's now. It's the perpetual now. So I love that the angels just flooded my entire kitchen, my entire hallway and living room, and just the whole place was flooded with angels. And so the energy that I am feeling is so safe and supported. Venus is such a lovely planet. It's our yin. It's how we receive. It's also, Venus runs Libra, but Venus runs Taurus. Money, values, access to resources. So I feel as though a lot of us are going to be, I don't know, it's a push and a pull, because the South Node is involved, Lilith is involved, Mercury is involved, it's a new moon. So technically, I wear massive glasses, so we speak in lenses. Usually around new moons is when we manifest and we focus on what it is that we do want. We ask the God of our understanding, we give our order over to God. But when it comes to eclipses, this is what our soul came here to do. This is soul purpose. It's very, we hand the reins over to God. And we say, God, if my soul has gone off track, if we've gone off course, smash me back on track. If there's something that needs to be removed, amazing. That's probably what happened for that full moon eclipse in Pisces. I'd say do a little bit of mirror work or some journaling on what has been falling away since that full moon in Pisces a few weeks ago, but also what has been, not so much what's been falling away, you can identify it, yes, but also what healthy space is that leaving room for? What healthy space? Definitely go check out the All Signs reading for the full moon eclipse in Pisces, and definitely go check out the full moon. Oh my God, what was it even called? I don't even remember. The spins. It's called the spins, yeah. So the full moon introductory video, the new moon introductory video, the new moon eclipse introductory video for this, that's called Soul Fam. It's relationships, the important people, also open enemies. It's just, this is glitchy stuff. This is glitchy stuff. Okay, I want to get into it because I'm feeling it all and I want to really get started. So let me clear the board. I have my Palo Santo and I also have my sage. I'll clear it each time. I'll clear the board, we'll introduce the board, introduce the planets, and then we'll get started. And definitely, if you have this language, watch for your rising sign first. Find out exactly where 10 degrees of Libra is falling in your chart. And watch for that video first. And then you can watch for your sun sign and your moon sign. That's just like at the vibe. That's like just sitting with me and, checking in with your friend, your sun sign. Checking in with your friend, your intuition, your moon sign. But definitely find out exactly where 10 degrees of Libra is falling. That's where this eclipse is falling for you. And for my astrological starter kit, the link below for that, definitely you can download a free birth chart. Pretty much just put into DuckDuckGo free astrological birth chart. And if you don't have the time of your birth, you're going off the Aries rising and you go off of the relationships house, and we'll talk about relationships. So this is the general astrological wheel. Starts in Aries and moves all the way around over to Pisces over here. We'll get into it for each rising sign. So let's go over the planets and introduce them. This is the sun. The moon. Mercury. It's just so pretty. We already talked about Venus. Mars, Jupiter. I get lost in that one. Saturn. It fell off a while ago. Uranus. I love how you can see. Neptune. I had someone comment on the last one, and thank you for saying it. Like, why'd you do Pluto like that? So Pluto is based off of the Christmas critters from South Park, where it's like they look so cute and sweet and innocent, but like, you know, they will destroy your life. Chiron, Black Moon Lilith, and the North Node and the South Node, which we put down like this, so you can see what we're going into, the North Node, and then what we're releasing, the stubby end, the South Node. All right, I'm ready to go. You ready to go? Go grab your coffee, tea, grab your journal if you'd like, and let's get started. Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. How are you doing, Aries? How are you doing? I do appreciate that you feel safe to express yourself here with me. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really do. 10 and 11. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Feeling that. Feeling that. Okay. So Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, North and South and Chiron and Lilith. Okay, so as I was just asking, like, how are you doing, Aries? And you were like, how the F do you think I'm doing? How the F do you think I'm doing? I'm really proud of you because, and I really love you for being able to express yourself. I'm an Aries sun, so I can say this to you as well, where it's like, if you've been here for a while, you know, for a long time in my life, I would swear like the Dickens, like an Irish dock worker. And then I went without swearing. And I had a client session on last Saturday, and, you know, she needed to get some things out, and so we swore a little bit. It's really just the angels that don't like the swears. A lot of different, I mean, it's when I'm channeling and connecting to interdimensionals and things like that, it's like farting or burping in the room when you swear. But it's also necessary sometimes to get some of the, how do I say, you know, there's a purpose for farting and burping. There's a time and a space for those things. When your body needs to release something that you can't really hold in, you got to release it. You got to release it. So I just wanted to highlight that, know that during this happening in your house of relationships, where you're like, I'm trying to keep my boundaries, I'm doing all the things, the South Node is releasing in Libra, I know I'm not supposed to call this person, I know that they're 8 out of 10, but I'm lonely, but then a lot of people are coming in that remind me of the thing, and I'm doing all this work, and I'm eating right, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. You're doing all the right things, Aries. I just want to highlight that it's okay to be tired. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to have a day where you just want to be a person. It's okay that you are a leader and that you're representing something for other people, but you also have a day where you don't want to put your face on. It's okay that you can get, how do I say, there's this really great perspective this, oh my gosh, I can't remember. She does, she's a doctor. She does work with narcissists. I never want to peg someone as narcissistic, because unless you've gone to a psychologist, psychiatrist, and been diagnosed with narcissism, we can't call you a narcissist. We can say you have narcissistic tendencies. But this person said, you can forgive and not forget. You also don't always have to forgive, but finding ways to move on. Aries, I gave the disclaimer, so I love you right away. This is good. It's okay to put the story to bed and to just be like, yeah, that person did you dirty, that person did you dirty, that person, that happened, and you have these boundaries and have you these things. It's also okay to move along with your life and just have a day where you sit on the couch and you don't represent something to someone else, where you don't have the answers, where you trust the God of your understanding to bring about, like, remember that trine, home, Mars, Venus, 8th house, shared possessions, Saturn, soul purpose. Like, you're a leader, yes, Aries. You're the first sign of the zodiac, the infant baby ram, and the South Node is releasing. Like, it's okay to vibe with yourself with nobody sitting at that empty table. Nobody sitting there. What do you mean by that, Sarah? So you've set your boundaries. South Node's been in Libra for a while. South Node's going to go into your house of daily life and practical service in January. So maybe the job that you've been manifesting, or the daily life that you've been manifesting, might not slap completely, come to fruition until the end of the year. Just trust that that's what's happening, because you'll be coming into North Node, going into your 12th house of soul purpose. So naturally you'll be releasing old jobs. So if you're a little bit frustrated over the timing of things right now, Aries, just trust that all is well on that one, just astrologically based. So we've been talking about, for a while, South Node in Libra, removing the people that don't serve your highest and greatest good. Relationships are drastically changing. That video is in the toolbox. Where can you lead and where can you follow? That video is in the longer range transit playlist about the North Node and the South Node. So you've removed the people from your life, or God has, universe has, whatever, that aren't meant to be at your table, because they're 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, Aries. I don't care. If it's not 10 out of 10, you've removed them from your life. It's okay for a few minutes to just have a nice, clean table and not go looking for more people right now. You can have this, it's really backwards, but I'm having a full body chill. It's really okay to say, I actually don't have to go look for this. God is providing. It's like that joke, that meme of like, me sitting at home doing my self-care for like the 100th day when my divine masculine is trying to find me, but I'm sitting at home on the couch. Just for right now, Aries, I just want to offer that if you don't feel as though it's a resounding yes to do it, don't make a big move. Don't make a big decision. Don't make a big, listen to your face. I've been talking about that for a while. Where if my face is like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Even I've been talking about, I was going to do a full quarterly all signs reading, which was like from the Libra equinox to the Capricorn solstice. And I thought about it. I talked about it in numerous videos, but my face was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And it didn't seem necessary. It just didn't. We talked about it in the introductory video. We talked about all of those things. But if my face says no, I'm not going to record something that my face says no to for you. I've done it before, and I've had to erase the whole freaking video. So Aries, just for right now, oh my God, girl, the next full moon is in your sign. So it's like there's some deeper self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, not even self-forgiveness. I feel like a lot of you are just going through the stages of grief right now in some capacity, Aries. So I just want you to be patient with the universe, patient with yourself, and know that, all right, Aries, some of you are just like, what about this? I want this. Then journal and manifest and ask God for the types of relationships that you do want. You can do that, but base it off of your values Why values, Sarah? Because Taurus runs the second house of values, and Taurus is run by, what is this? Venus, and Venus is the chart ruler. Venus is in your house of shared possessions. Like, do that. Go to your values. What are the values that you hold, Aries? And base the relationships that you allow into your life off of your values. It is so okay to have aesthetic standards that you want, that you're attracted to by the person that you're interested in. It's okay to say, if this is a job, to say, like, my values have to be honesty and this and a growth mindset and that and that, and that I want to be surrounded by people that do the same. So if it's a job that you're manifesting, amazing, Aries. This is still for Aries. That's okay to have that standard. It's also okay to say, the person that I'm with, I want them to be healthy. I want them to, not eat sugar. I want them to have a growth mind. Like, it's okay to have standards. I want you to have standards. Then don't rush. Like, they're in their Rocky montage as well. They're sitting at home doing this deep inner work as well, Aries. So trust the process, trust God, but go off of your values. You know what I mean? Oh my God, that sage smells so good. Maybe get some sage for the house, Aries. Maybe get some sage. Awesome. Taurus, rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon. How are you doing? How are you doing? There's some confusion coming up. If you're confused, be confused, stay confused, and don't. This is an eclipse portal. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit, by Pisces, I'm going to be like, why are you complaining? No, I'm just kidding. If you're confused, be confused, but don't make big decisions when you're confused. You know? Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. All right, so this is about daily life, health, practical service. Venus is in your house of relationships. So if you're in a divine partnership, Taurus, love up on them. If you're not in a divine partnership, love up on yourself. But no 8 out of 10s. None. When you're in eclipse portals, and definitely go check out my video, the 2024 to 2027, the changing of the guides. The link is in the description for the new moon eclipse soul fam video, so you can check it out there, or you can just like search it in YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. But when you tell God, when you tell source, when you tell universe, I know this is 8 out of 10, but what I really want is something else. You can't lie to energy. If you're choosing 8 out of 10 people, if you're choosing an 8 out of 10 job, God's going to say that's their 10 out of 10. Give them more of that and lock you in at that vibration. So I would say, Taurus, what do you want your daily life to look like? What do you want your everyday life to look like? Don't focus. It's so odd to be like, I know that the South Node is really a part of this, and it's, my guy, I get it. This is happening on top of my natal South Node as well. Like, I'm having a nodal return. So it's literally like all the things from past life, from issues, are going to be popping up for you to be like, I'm not even going to look at that. I know it's right in my face, but I'm not going to focus on that. Focus on what it is that you do want. I want you present and forward thinking, growth mindset. I see where I am. I'm expressing gratitude for the things that I really appreciate, but I'm moving forward towards a different paradigm. And this is something, I forget what video we talked about it in, but we've talked about it for a little while, which is you're at a job that you really don't like. This is daily life, practical service. Pluto going back into Aquarius is running your house of legacy. So again, you and Aries so far, it might not be until January 2025 that, the job that you really have been nailing in solidifies itself. So don't express gratitude for things that you are not grateful for. Don't do it. That was my my Monday video this week, the imperative of radical honesty. Express gratitude for the money, express gratitude for, if you have colleagues that you really respect, express gratitude for them. List them by name, but tell God exactly what you're grateful for, and don't express gratitude for things that you're not grateful for. Truly. It's okay to focus on, look at the board. Look at the board. Maybe you don't like the stone that's Lilith. Maybe you don't like the hematite over here, but you really love this one. So, oh my God, I really love this stone. I really love that. Thank you so much. And hyper focus on that. And hyper focus on that. This could also be an opportunity, Taurus, to remove substances from your life. This could be an opportunity to become a little bit healthier, whatever that means for you. Whatever that means for you. This is the health axis over here. So it could be the amount of people that I know that, you're fixed negative earth energy. So I'm going to mirror this to you. The amount of people I know that identified with their substance, that put it in their bio, where they'd be, I have this tolerance, or, I love to do this, or, I love to take a shot and go do this. I, have this. And now they're like, yeah, no, I'm not drinking at all. I'm not drinking at all. Is profound. Is absolutely profound. Also, the amount of people that I know that still do ingest spirits, that their hangovers, and please comment below if you, ingest spirits, or if you, if you feel comfortable and safe to do it. Hangovers are so hangover-y. They're like getting punched in the teeth. Yeah, I saw someone the other day that they were like, this never happens, but I am contemplating, because of how bad the hangovers are, not ever drinking again, because this just isn't worth it. It's taking me days to come out of it, days to come back from it. So rebrand health, rebrand. I'm just checking in with your energy, and I just want to give you a big old hug, because this is not easy. Saturn, the mental health is no joke right now video, Saturn in Pisces, it's in the longer range transit playlist. AA was built during a Saturn in Pisces transit. So know that Saturn and Neptune both retrograde in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. Yeah, when you're not going to the pub every night, your community changes. But that brings healthy people in. So speaking it to yourself in the mirror, I feel as though I need you to acknowledge what it is that needs to go. I need you to acknowledge it, even if you're not super ready to do anything about it. But what is the first step is acknowledging that there's a problem. Just saying, hey, I don't want to be doing this anymore, and talking to God of your understanding, and just saying, hey, I kind of need a hand with this. If you're Gloucester local, Taurus, let me know. And, there's literally enough people that I'm putting together more community stuff for us all to, go for walks in the woods. And, I might have some gatherings that are I'm still contemplating. I'm listening to my guides, hold on. It's not solidified, so I don't want to share completely, but there's things in the works. So if you are Gloucester local, please let me know. And there's offerings coming starting November for Zooms and stuff like that. So community stuff is coming, Taurus. Community stuff is coming. Gemini, how you doing, girl? How you doing? I'm so proud of you. You're doing a great job. You're having a good... It was 3 little birds coming. I don't think I sang it for you. Don't worry about a thing. How is that real? Every little thing gonna be alright. joy, play, creativity, childlike spirits, kiddos if you want them. Yeah, Gemini. Gemini, you could be really helpful for some community members right now. You could be really, really helpful for some community members right now. And there are some of you saying, like, I heard some energy just snapping back, be like, I could use some community too right now, Sarah. I could use someone to hold space for me right now. Then call me and we'll set up a session and I can effortlessly hold space for you. You're not too much. You're not too big. You're not too anything. You're not too specific. You're not too intricate. I'm an Aries. Please, let's bounce off of the walls with all of the, like, interrupt me as many times as you want. I got 30 tabs open in my brain. Gemini, please pick one. Tell me where the music is playing and let's just continue and frolic down Main Street together. So this could be a great opportunity to hire someone. If you are in need of mentorship, if you are in need of someone to hold space for you, this could be a huge opportunity for you. With the expansiveness of Jupiter in your sign and all of this happening in your house of play, I feel like a lot of you have been removing some substances and have really been in a place of, it feels very adult right now. This feels very adult. Like having these big heavy hitters on the tippity top of your chart over here, Gemini. I feel as though, yeah, Venus in your house of daily life, it just feels like enough is enough for you and that you're just really working towards something that's bigger. You know, some of you have moved, want to move, or are keen for travel. There's a lot happening right now, and I feel as though travel as often as you can, Gemini, and then when you find the place to settle down, I feel like that's going to be 2025 for a lot of you, is going to be when Pluto goes into Aquarius fully. You know, it'll go into Aquarius in November 19th of 2024, but I feel as though 2025 is going to be a big time for a lot of Gemini mutable air energies to be moving. You know, Jupiter is going to be going into Cancer later. Oh my God, May, June 2025. And there's so many shifts going on. Saturn, Neptune dipping their toe into Aries energy. There's a lot of shifts. The North Node is going to be in your house of legacy, where you need to live on the planet. Yeah, some of you have really outgrown your current community and you know it. And there's a loneliness right now. Yeah, some of you. So this is only for some of you. And so please definitely watch the disclaimer if you've not already, because like some of you, bringing kids into an 8 out of 10 relationship doesn't make the relationship become 10 out of 10. It just brings in very bright soul beings that need to be on this planet that will heal both of your family lines. But just be aware of what you're doing. That's for a very specific few Geminis, where you can't make a relationship. I mean, this is air sign to air sign. You know what I mean? This is all in Libra, and so we can cardinal air energy convince ourselves with your mutability over here. They're like, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Everything's going to be fine. If we have babies, if we have more animals, the relationship will just magically get better. No, it won't. So just be very aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it. I mean, when we have natal stelliums or natal, absurd amount of planets together, 2 planets in a house, okay, so we're working on legacy, public life, and career. We see that. 3 planets, it's kind of like, okay, I'm a little obsessive. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planetary bodies in a house, we can get irrational, Gemini. We can get irrational. We're like, nope, this is the only way. Call in a buddy. Call in a friend, honestly. And it might only take a session or 2 with someone to just talk therapy this out. And for someone that is completely outside of the situation, whatever it may be, Gemini, that you need to just kind of bounce some ideas off of. Yeah, but please send me an email. You can set up a free 15-minute consult to see if I'm the right person for you. But Gemini, you don't have to do this on your own. You really don't. And if you feel a little bit off course, then why on earth would you make big decisions? Please don't. Please, please, please don't. Just settle back. Do things that you know are good for you, that placate, like be creative right now. Either create art, create music, or listen to art, listen to music. What do you mean listen? Like go to a museum, read a book, do things that, watch some old movies, Gemini, and let that be the way that you tucker yourself out. You gotta tucker yourself out. Great job, Gem. Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. What's up, girl? What's up, my guy? How are you feeling? What cell am I getting everywhere? Oh, buddy. I feel like that's exhausting. That might be exhausting. Jupiter in your 12th house in Gemini. Just the fact that your 12th house is run by Gemini. That's wild. That's wild. Mars is in your sign. Some of you are pissed. Some of you are just pissed off right now. You're like, no, Sarah, but I'm handling it really well and I'm doing great. And I'm like, I love your energy. I love your energy so much, Cancer. Yeah, the water trine from Saturn to Cancer to Venus in your house of play right over here. Oof. I just want you getting paid to have fun. I just, there's something about you. And we've been talking for a little while now, Cancer, about you getting a new job or having something new to be doing. The practicality and the cardinality of your sign and yourself and all of this that's going on right now, this isn't practical, Cancer. What's going on right now, we're co-creating with the universe. And so I want us to really, I want you looking to do something. This is so interesting. The guides are showing me like taking time and space out. I want you to really, for you specifically, this is only for Cancer, I do want you manifesting right now. I want you writing down what it is that you want your daily life to look like. I want you writing down what you want your job to be, what you want your community to be, what you want your daily life to look like, regardless of how you're getting paid to do it. So many of you are putting your manifestations in a box, in a very small box, because you're so focused on the how right now. I want you to just literally, this is eclipse portal. This is chaos energy. This is not the time to be practical. This is not the time for you to be thinking about how am I going to figure this out. You don't have to figure it out. You just have to tell God how much you trust him. That's it. That's it. Because this is about home, my pocket of the world. Safety is key. This is cultural family roots. This is normally a Cancerian run house. For you, it's run by Libra on the cardinal axis. Pluto is back in Capricorn right now. This is the last stand of Pluto in Capricorn in your house of relationships. Y'all got to stop being in certain rooms right now. But you're like, I can't leave because I have this job that I need to, like, I've been expressing gratitude for the money, sir. I've been doing all the things that you want. I need you to write out the perfect day. You don't have to do this today because there's a lot of emotions involved, but write out the perfect day. And you're going to have 2 to 3 perfect days. What do you mean by that, Sarah? So because of how practical you are, it might not be easy for you right now to say, okay, I don't have to work. Money comes to me effortlessly. It might be that you need like a Monday to Thursday, and then you need a Friday, Saturday schedule, and then you need a Sunday schedule, just to understand a little bit. Like you need a bridge right now. You need a bridge right now, Cancer. Hold on. So write out a few of the perfect days. When I'm working, I work for a few hours, I do this, and then I get to spend time with the kiddos, and then I go to the grocery store, and then I cook a delicious meal, and then, I get to go running, and I get to exercise for hours, and then I spend time with my community, and then I read my favorite book, and then I go to bed. Like, give yourself, I want you to use that beautiful imagination of yours, that beautiful mysticism of your cardinal water emotional energy. Use it for good. Use it for good. Yeah, if you need, I love how practical you are. In the toolbox, the practical manifestation technique, that can be a good tool to use. But literally, time or money were no object. What would you do? You had infinite time and infinite money, but everyone else on the planet also had infinite time and money. You don't have to save anybody. You don't have to help anybody. Everybody can help themselves. And at the same time, like, things will shift in value. If everybody can afford a Rolex, it's only going to be the people that really love that face, that like, the watch face, are going to buy that. So know you can have anything you want, but use that, like, blend those worlds. Like, amalgamize them. That practicality, the woo-woo, eclipse season. Okay, I'm done. I love you. Leo, what's up? What's up, Leo? Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. Oh, some of you are more snap. I kind of want you to pop off a little. I love it when you pop off. I love it when you pop off. I just love it. I just love it. Oh, wait, that goes there. Yeah, some of you need to scream. Some of you need to scream. And you're just done. Some of you are just done. And I'm proud of you for that. It doesn't really matter. I need you to roar. Yeah, I really actually need you to roar, little lion, big lion. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you if I said little lion. You're a little irrational right now. You're a little irritable, and I love that for you. Oh yeah, there's nothing that you could say or do that would make me leave you, Leo. There's nothing. You can scream, you can take up as much space as you want to. No, I'm kidding. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. There's nothing you could say or do to make me walk away, save telling me, Sarah, you don't bring blessings to my life anymore and I need you to leave. Then I'll walk away gladly. But yeah, you can be as big, as small as you need to. You can pitch a fit. You can have anything. That's called unconditional love. That's called unconditional love, Leo. Yeah. This is early learning, siblings, communication, short trips. This is how you learned the boundaries of communication. There's a lot of you that, when you were children, were given so much space to roar. And then maybe you went into, a school system or, left home and went, out into the big bad world, and you recognized that you weren't so special and that you weren't allowed to have that safe Leo space that your parents gave you. And it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt. It's like the millennial getting a 15th, 16th place participation ribbon and then going out into the world and be like, I'm actually not special. You're special, but you're not special. What do you mean by that, Sarah? You are a soul having a human experience, as we all are. But we're all literally just sun, moon, and rising signs or pages of the DSM-5. We're all textbook. Whatever energy you believe in and you understand, whatever language you have, The second you were born, Leo, I could have pulled up your chart. The second you were born, I could have pulled up your chart and pulled up the chart for the new moon eclipse in Libra, and I would have been able to give you this exact same reading. It's math, history, and patterns. So yes, you are God having a human experience and are the ocean in and of itself, but you're also just a drop of the ocean. You can't run from where your feet are. You can't run from what you're in, but I kind of want you to roar a little bit. You can get your frustration out in healthy ways and express it to the people in your life. Just preface and don't take it out on them. What do you mean by that, Sarah? So, have some emotional maturity about it. Call up a friend and be like, hey, I really just need to express myself and just pitch a little fit. I don't need you to, this isn't about you. Do you mind just holding space for me and being on the other end of the phone? Absolutely. My Leo, go for it. But calling up a friend and being like, so how's your shitty life? Pardon me for swearing, I'm so sorry, but it's like, how's your crappy life? And how's your this? And how's your hair looks like crap today? And then them being like, hey, are you okay? I know that you're going through something, but you don't really have to do, instead of going all the way around that rabbit hole, you know what I mean? Just tell them at the beginning, I just need to scream. Can you listen to me? Oh my God, girl, I'll put you on speakerphone. You can scream it out. If you need a session, Leo, please reach out. Yeah, for you and Gemini right now, if you need a session, please call me. But I feel as though talk therapy and having someone to scream with, or someone to go to the ocean and scream with, stem it out, dance it out, do whatever you need to do, but get it out. It's like when you eat molded food, it's coming up or it's coming down, but it's got to come out. Something's got to come out, Leo. So let it roar. Let it roar, let it roar. Virgo rising, Virgo sun, and Virgo moon. This is going to be an interesting reading. Okay. The songs that are coming into my head right now. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? Flippity chippin', a wind in the west, a cloud. Oh my God. You're just becoming a little unhinged. And I love that for you. I'm just seeing you showing up at the office and normally you have your hair slicked back in a ponytail and everything's all kept in decorum. And one day you show up and your ponytail, you just put it up and somebody's like, hey, Virgo, what's going on? And you're like, I don't care. I just don't care. I love that for you. I just love everything about what's going on over here. This is great. So as we're coming into new shared possessions and deep transformation, and the South Node is releasing in your house of values and money and access to resources. And then we have this new moon over here that has Lilith and Mercury all in your house of money and values and access to resources. So I love that it's the beginning of October, and so many of you, some of the most powerful teachers and nurses and caregivers that I know are Virgo, and I feel as though even since your season, you're it's been 84 years. I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing with you, because it's beautiful how it's a beautiful thing when you have a growth mindset and you're busting through paradigms quick as can be. Oh, I have a great story to tell. It's okay to be a quitter. It's okay to be a quitter. I want you to rebrand quitting and know that. So I was having a chit chat the other day via email, and the person was like, I set an intention to do something, and then all of a sudden it doesn't vibe anymore. It's a very Aries thing. You know, we're like, oh, this is my new life and this is what I'm going to do. And 3 days later, it's like, no, I don't want to play with that. It's like you bought all the DJ equipment and then 2 days later, you're like, nope, done. Dude, I get it. I have a guitar that's tucked away in the closet. I get it. I'm an Aries sun. And so what I'm seeing is you're like, I set yearly goals. I set 5-year goals. I said I'd stay in this job. I said I would do this until then. I need to get my pension. I need to do this. I need to do that. Or you can do something different. Or, you know, when your values change, you can say, oh, that's what I was going to say. When I was chit-chatting with this person via email, I was, you know, sometimes, you know, you are supposed to go down a path of life. You know, we're walking the path of life. You know, okay, I see this little cul-de-sac, and we're mystics around here, so it's like, okay, I need to go down this little cul-de-sac. Sometimes you walk down the cul-de-sac, and just by setting the intention to do it, the universe is like, oh, I can trust them. We'll, you know, take care of that soul contract in their sleep. Amazing, beautiful, done. And then you don't have to complete that. You've taken everything that you possibly can from that environment. If you're not leveling up in your environment, if you're not challenged by your environment, if you're not growing in your environment, my guy, Pluto being in your house of daily life and practical service will make sure that you do. That starts November 19th, but 2025 is when the South Node goes into your sign. Yeah. It doesn't always feel great when the South Node transit your sign, because the North Node transits your house of relationships and the right people come into your life, whether it be, you know, you hire someone to hold space for you, or, you know, let me rephrase, I'll speak from I statements because that's what we do around here. Within the first few weeks of I'm a Scorpio rising, when the North Node went into my house of relationships and the South Node went into my sign, some of the most important relationships in my life immediately fell apart. Immediately. They were 8 out of 10 relationships. They were 8 out of 10 relationships, and we learned and had done everything that had needed to be done. And it was so okay for it to fall apart. And again, my ego during that time period was like, why are these 8 out of 10 relationships falling apart? What's going on? I don't understand it. I really don't even like this person, but now they're leaving my life. What's going on? I'm like, oh, look at you floundering. Look at you. Look at you. Whew. Have some maybe get some Palo Santo. But yeah, just look at your values right now. I wouldn't be manifesting anything big right now, Virgo. I really wouldn't be. But I would go back to your values and just trust if something is falling out of your life, let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. I've never seen that movie Frozen, so if that is something that you can listen to, Virgo, go for it. But yeah, just let it go. Just surrender. Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon, how are you? You're having a good time, actually. I'm jazzed for you. You're like, this is awesome. It's like you're on a roller coaster. I'm really proud of you. That's so cool. Feeling good, feeling sassy. Money's good, as always for you, Libra. As always. This is a very specific message. There's some self-love that needs to happen, but also some like the judgments gotta go. The judgments gotta go. And to my Libra sun, SUNs, happy birthday. I know, nice message, but it's kind of like there are some lies that need to come out, but also let your brain. What do you mean by any of that, Sarah? You know, when you see someone and it's like there's like a scene from Mean Girls that's coming in. It's like, oh my God, I love your skirt. That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. But you're like, Sarah, I don't say the things. It's just in my brain. Like I just hear it in my brain. There's some judgments that are going on in your brain because there's still some identification with your brain. Like your brain is a muscle in your body. It's not you. You are the consciousness that's having this human experience. You're not your body. Yeah. You're your soul having a human experience, Libra. You're not a human being. Like you're not your human avatar. You're the director of your life. But, you know, there's so much, it's kind of like the big fish in a small pond energy that I'm getting right now, Libra. And some of you are actually a little bit, I'm just getting a full body chill. Some of you are a little too comfortable in your environment because you're like, there's some, like, do you want to grow? Do you want to scale your business or your mission? You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. But there's a new version of you that's trying to birth. Yeah, please go talk to Virgo. If you have some Virgo friends, let them know what the past, year with the South Node in your sign has been like. And just let them know it's going to be okay. Because when the South Node goes into, this is, I'm reaching forward, I'm casting a line into January 2025 right now. But when the North Node goes into Pisces and the South Node goes into your house of soul purpose and healing, closure, and coming home, you're just going to be ending soul contracts in your sleep and coming into a new daily life, a new healthy life, a new healthy habit. So knowing that, spend the next, 3 months, spend the next 4 months glowing up, really glowing up, and recognizing that it's okay to, you have to vibrate as the version of yourself that you desire to be in the environment that you are in, and make the people around you uncomfortable because they're like, this is something that Dr. Joe had said during the Summit of Greatness, which was so powerful. I have an entire video to record on that. I apologize that I've not done that. I've literally it was like 2 days after I got home was the full moon eclipse in Pisces, and I've just been holding on. I'm just holding on. I'm right there with you. I'm never going to preach and teach and be like, I'm omitted from this energy. But there was a phrase that he said that was like, oh, you're not showing up as the version of you that I have in my brain. Good. Glitch it. Be different. Be a different version of yourself. You don't have to laugh at a joke that you don't find funny. You don't have to participate in conversations and dialogues that you don't think are enjoyable. You can just stand there quietly and not talk and not gossip and not do things that don't really jazz you up, honey, that don't really jazz you up. But yeah, some of you are a little bit too comfortable in your environments. And if you want to stay there, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's just you being here at my table says that maybe you want to make a change. Maybe you're looking for something outside of yourself to be the catalyst of change when you yourself have to change, Libra. You yourself have to change. In my brain, it was just like, that was way harsh, Ty. It's like I'm not apologetic anymore. I used to be, and I used to like fight with my guys. Maybe I don't want to say it, but you're like, no, I needed to hear that. So thank you. I'm proud of you. None of this is easy stuff to do. And again, like I said in the introduction, eclipses are when our soul has gone off course. When our soul has gone off course. So you have to vibe, Libra, as the version of yourself that your soul is trying to be. It's like you're trying to wear kiddo shoes when you're not kiddo anymore. Awesome job. Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. I feel like that Jupiter retrograde is going to be really helpful for you. I do. I feel like it's going to bring some clarity to the options that are coming to you and giving you the opportunity to say no when it's a no. You're shining right now. I love that for you. It's just a really cute image that I'm getting where you're just, Venus in your sign right now. And your chart ruler in quest, adventure, spirituality, higher education, another chart ruler of yours just sitting at the bottom of your chart, just like really just nailing down right here on 29 degrees of Capricorn. And I just see you like, it's like you're crouched over doing something. Okay, it's just a really cute dramatization that I'm seeing right now, Scorpio, and I just love it. Like, okay, I have to give another, this is for Scorpio and nobody else. I'm just saying, like, if you're watching this for a Scorpio placement, just know that the way that I talk to Scorpio is very different than the way I talk to the rest of you, just like the way I talk to Leos. Like, I talk to each of you as you need to be spoken to, so just know that this is only for Scorpio. So Scorpio, I see you just like out in the woods. And you're just like doing a ceremony, whether you have like your rabbit's foot and you're just playing with bones and sticks and you're just doing your woo-woo out in the woods and you're crouched down like a feral creature and you're just like, just doing all of your ceremony, whatever it may be. And then somebody just walks up behind you and they're like, hey, you look so cool. You look so cute. You're like, who are you? You're like, I just think you're great. Do you want to be friends? Or, do you want to go on a date? And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm manifesting my soul purpose right now. I'm manifesting my soul purpose. Don't talk. Why are you here? You're like, I don't know. God told me to go for a walk in the woods. And so I listen to God. I meditate and, do things too. But it's like you're in your black cat and this is like a golden retriever energy that comes up to you. Like, I really like what you're doing. Do you not want to hang out? And you're like, no, I'm very interested in hanging out. Actually, it would be I would really like that. Yes, let's do that. I'm going to finish my ceremony and I'm available on Thursday. Like, cool. Awesome. Bye. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I just love it. Soul purpose, healing, closures, and coming home. I'm just like beaming for you, Scorpio, right now. I just love how cute you are. And it's just like, I get it. When I'm out and about and, my, tattoos are all out and people are like, oh my God, she's so black cat. She's so this. And I'm like, I just want to be your friend. I've got sparkles on my face. Let's chit chat. Do you want to talk about astrology and having a growth mindset? I just want to help you better yourself. So your heart is so beautiful, Scorpio. Your heart is so beautiful. And you've been saving your heart for very specific people. And I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. I mean, the North Node is going to be in your house of play. This is exciting. I'm very excited about that. And it'll change the communities that you're in. So maybe this is the time period that people just start to come into your life that are meant for your soul purpose. Because as human beings, we're meant to have relationships. If we weren't, we would have just stayed as consciousness up in space. But we came down here to have human experiences and to share things with people and to have hugs and dinner parties and, you know, make food with people, make babies with them. Like, we're meant to have human experiences. So, you know, hyper independence is also a trauma response. No, you can turn me off now, Scorpio. I saved that one for the end. But yeah, I just saw Scorpio just like flipping the table and be, don't come at me like that. Where it's like, I love you enough to say things to you, Scorpio. I love you enough to say, hey, hyper independence is also a trauma response. Yeah, you take up as much space as you need to, honey. All right, that's enough. I'm over. I'm done. Sagittarius. This is gorgeous. Sagittarius. Leave him on red. Community, friendships, wishes for the future, soul purpose. This is beautiful. You are one of the most expansive, gregarious, lovely signs, Sag. You're mutable fire energy. You're like a forest fire of love. And so it's been years that we've been talking about how special your energy is. But right now, you're really learning how precious your energy is. You're really learning that South Node in your house of relationships, or pardon me, not in your house of relationships, but in your house of community and friendships. So technically, yes, relationships as well. But this is the creativity axis, whereas over here we have children, childlike spirits, romance, joy, kind of like there was a book that I really loved the way that they said it, where, you know, in your neighborhood, when you put together the talent show, this is like the thing you're going to perform, and this is the stage that you perform it on. For either you or for Scorpio, but it's still going. And so I was going to say, I don't care how few people there are. I'm acknowledging that there aren't as many people as you want there to be right now. I want you to really nurture and nourish those relationships. Maybe just like send them a line and be like, hey, I'm really grateful for you, for the people that you can trust, for the people that you can spend your days with. And this is a value, is, you know, our healthy relationships, community, family, friends, a value of yours. Your chart ruler in your house of relationships, where the chart ruler for this new moon is in your house of soul purpose. Your house of soul purpose is run by Scorpio, so you energetically take up more space than other people, but you need to take up those spaces. You know, Jupiter can't change the size of Jupiter. The sun can't change how bright it is. Pluto can't change what it does. Why would you try to be a smaller puzzle piece than the puzzle piece that you are, based on the reaction of people that are different sized puzzle pieces, but that weren't concerned about their size of the puzzle piece? It's like I'm hearing that you were not surrounded by people for a little while, you know, South Node in your house of community. Maybe like you have some, you know, trauma, big T, little t traumas of people that pointed a lot of fingers. And you're like, I speak from I statements, but I was around a lot of people that pointed fingers, and now I have to worry, or now I'm kind of have been worrying about, am I doing it right? Am I doing this? Do I have to apologize for being this? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do this? Not around people that, like for you and Leo, like you take up more space. I want you taking up more space, please. You've got to be on front and center, stage, hyping people. Like, you need to be the one that's creating the stage. Yeah. Yeah. It's you, Sag. We need you. We need you. You're the vibe. You know, when you're just kind of like, my incense went out. I'm just going to talk to you while I set it up. So you know when it's like I'm hearing, you're like, yeah, like the parties aren't great anymore. You know, I used to go to all of these parties and everybody was just, everything was so much fun and everything was great and everything was like gregarious and it was a grand old time. It wasn't the party, Sag. It was you. You're the vibe. You're the energy. You're the hype man, hype woman. It's you. You're a wizard, Harry. Sorry, I have a pussy with a wand and stuff like that. Like, I get it. Just feel your feelings right now. Go back to your values. Ooh, Sag, you value money. So if you're around people that don't value money, that kind of like, yeah, dude, that's interesting. That's only niche for some of you. But if you lost a lot of people that maybe would like make fun of wealthier people when you're like, I actually want to manifest like a lot of money and that's absurd and like there's not like a finite amount and you're noticing all these things, you're really stepping into a more spiritual space right now, Sag, which I'm very excited about. So just vet, fully vet. Yeah. Energy is limitless. My God, at the Summit of Greatness, there's an incredible speaker, Cody Sanchez. I really respect her work right now, she's like, I want you relentlessly chasing your first million. Relentlessly. I got Cap waiting in the wings right now being like, yeah. Sag, go talk to a Capricorn. Relentlessly chase your first million. Relentlessly. Okie dokie, Capricorn. I'm hearing some of you just be like, that's it. That's the only thing I needed to hear. I can go now. Beautiful. I love that. Move this back. You're taking your role very seriously right now, Capricorn, and I'm really proud of that. Really, really proud of that. You're taking it very, very, very seriously. Capricorn, it's a very similar image than what I saw for Scorpio. So if you want to go watch that, definitely go watch that. You know, I have Mars in your house of relationships over here. So it's like I'm seeing you like at, you know, your favorite luncheon spot and you've got, you know, you're doing your journaling, you're manifesting, you're doing all of your, you know, your practical spirituality, your practical magic, if you will. And someone comes up to you and they're like, hey, what's your name? You're like, Capricorn, who are you? You're like, I've just really been interested in you for a long time now. I really like your vibe. I really like what you're doing. And, you know, I just would love to, you know, connect more. This could be relationship. This could be, you know, work partnership. This could be whatever. Friendship, work colleague, collaborator, whatever. And you're like, but I'm doing my woo. And you're like, sure. I'm interested. Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. And like, yeah, I've just been following you for a while and I'm really into, like, I really like what you do and I'm really attracted to you and I think that you're cool. And like, oh. And then like you do research into them and they're like balling in whatever arena you find to be so attractive. And you're like, okay. This is going to be the most triggering part. You don't have to do a thing. And, you know, when it comes to like the law of, you know, the law of gender, which is everything has a gestation period. So it's beautiful that I'm seeing that image for you, but I can't tell you when. It's eclipse season, it's an eclipse portal, but I just see that image for you. And so there's nothing you can actually do to manifest that. You just have to, you know, trust it, that across time and space, that, you know, the universe is giving me, just like I said at the beginning, the angels, the perpetual soon. And it's like the most infuriating phrase, Capricorn, that, you know, when I think about my divine partner, and, you know, it's been years, if not lifetimes, and I've just been very frustrated. I've been salty, I've been bitter, I've been this, I've been that, and I've just been impatient and then patient, and then going into too much of a hermiting, and then this, and then just being this, and then this, and then this. And every single time, my guides, my friends, my channelers, my shaman, there's one phrase: oh, it'll happen when you least expect it. That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. So I get you. I get you. My guy, I get you. I got Capricorn moon. I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. But daily life wants to change. Coming into healthy home. Play. Uranus transforming. Mars in your house of relationships. And this is legacy. This is legacy. And we know soul purpose. Not soul purpose over here, but eclipses are about what our soul came here to do. And a lot of you are here just to live a cozy life. Just to live a happy, cozy, bougie life. And we only put these obstacles in front of us to pretend like we're doing something. It's like, you know, Lewis House talked about this, and I mentioned to my shaman the other day, and it just gave us a giggle, where I feel like the fly sometimes, where it's like, you've ever seen a fly that's just like about to die, flying into a window pane, and it's like going straight into it, 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 and you're like, the door is open. That's literally just the one, you know, 12 by 24 inches of glass, and then everything else is open. That's us right now, Capricorn. So it's like, just, you don't have to put obstacles in front of yourself right now. It's okay to surrender, forgive yourself, forgive the people that wronged you, and just move along as an adult. I love you. Aquarius. Aquarius. I'm going to say it because it came to my mind. There's some mother issues going on right now for some of you. There's some mother stuff going on, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let it come up. Let it be released. Don't pop off. And definitely don't parent your parents. Like, if you physically have to take care of your parents, Aquarius, like, I get that. I get that. And I respect you for it. But don't step over the line and say, I have to teach my mom or my dad about this or that or this or that or this or that. You don't have to. You don't. You just be yourself, Aquarius, and vibe. You can't run from what it is that you're in, and you're coming into healthy communication. So regardless of how it's like the birth order of things. And I talk about this in my self-mastery program, where, you know, when we go back home, you know, I regress. I'm like, Mom, I want another slice of pizza. Can you go get it for me? And then in my head, I'm like, you don't even eat gluten. What are you doing? Why are you eating pizza? And why are you making your mom get your pizza? You're 37. What is happening? You're not going to poop for 3 days, Sarah. What is happening? And I just go back to that feeling, that vibration. And it's nice to be able to do that. But then at the same time, you know, gluten doesn't love me back. So it's tough for me to, it's just my skin breaks out and I don't poop for a few days. So I choose my own violence and adventure. And so that happens, but I don't have to participate in it. So recognize when it's happening, Recognize that when you are on a spiritual journey, when you're on a growth journey, when you start to like look at your role in things, you can see brazenly in the people that, maybe you grew up with, oh, you don't have this language. And then you want to teach them, you want to train them, you want to do the things. You want to be like, I've learned something new, and now I want it, like a very Gemini way. This is, the North Node is in your house of communication, early learning, and short trips. So when you learn something new, you just immediately want to shout it from the rooftops. You want to train the people around you, but you can't. And you don't have to. You just have to vibe. The best way to teach is by example, or to close your mouth and bite your tongue until it bleeds, and then act as the new evolved version of yourself. Don't participate in the way that you used to, and the things that you used to, Aquarius. And then when they ask, like, what's going on, Aquarius? Again, Dr. Joe, I don't remember what other, you're not showing up as the version of you that is, in my brain. You've glitched the matrix a little bit. And you can say, yeah, I just don't, do that anymore. I can say, like, yeah, I don't eat gluten. I'm not gonna be like, I don't eat gluten. I don't do this. Why did you put gluten in front of me? It's like, sorry, you're the only one that's gonna put food into your mouth, or you're the only one that's really responsible for what you ingest. So like, can't run from where your feet are, Aquarius. So definitely, if you're going on a trip, or if you feel like you want to go somewhere, amazing. Make sure you're going towards something and not running away from anything. Very different. Because you will, I promise you, you will just create the exact same situation wherever you go until you heal it. You will have those deja vus. You will have those, you remind me of that person that I really just don't like, that kind of like almost tried to destroy my life, and then I never dealt with it. And so I ran, and I just like took a trip, and now you're exactly like that person, but it's a little bit harsher. And I'm a little bit terrified. Yeah, God will whisper to you, and you won't listen. And then it'll be a little louder. Oh my God. A little bit louder now, a little bit louder now, a little bit louder now. Little bit louder now, a 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 little bit louder now. Hey, 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 hey. Jump up and shout now, jump up and shout now, jump up and shout now. Jump up and shout, 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 shout. Okay. Is anybody here with me for that? Yeah, okay. Pisces. It's 5:50 in the morning. I'm so happy right now. I just love my life. I love life so much. Pisces, I'm just so grateful for you. I hope somebody was there for that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pisces rising. Let's do this. Let's do this. Where are we at? Where are we? I don't know. Wait, nope. Here we go. That was fun. That's one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world. Literally. When I was years ago, I wanted that song to be played twice at my wedding. Because I was like, what if I miss it? What if I'm talking to someone and I don't get to, be up there for shout? And now I might want to sing it at my wedding. That would be so much fun. And then play it once, because I need to dance to it once. Yeah, I need to dance to it once. Okay, Pisces. That was just, this is very fascinating. a lot of you, this is very fascinating, very, very fascinating. And it's not very niche. It's just the majority of you where y'all do well financially. We've been talking about this for a while. Pisces, you and Libra are just like, we're good. We're good. We get our finances. We get it. And so I'm going to use the lens of finances, but take the lens of finances out if you need to and put in whatever lens works for you. But you're good with your money. You're fine with your, values. You're fine with your money. But then you recognize that you're keeping a job where people aren't. Oh, I don't want to say it, but I have to because it's the guides. But there's a little bit of a savior complex going on for some of you where it's like there's a little bit of know-it-allness, and I need you to be able to comfortably, like, if you don't need the part-time job that you're doing, then leave. It's like some of you are just like going to the watering hole and you're just like, oh my God, yeah. Like, oh no, the prices at Market Basket are so ridiculous. Meanwhile, you like shop at Whole Foods and and can effortlessly afford it. And you have a personal chef that comes to the house. It's like you're pretending that you're like way farther behind than you really are. And I need you to not do that anymore. It's an option. Some of you just clutched your pearls when I said that. And I'm like, it's not so much that you were like gasping where you're like, oh, Sarah, I can't believe that you literally like granny clutched her pearls, where it's like, my pearls. Like, this is about wealth. This is about money. This is about balling out. The North Node in your house of money, values, and access to resources. The South Node releasing and shared possessions. The new moon eclipse over here in your house of shared possessions. What if you are the proprietor, dear? Is there someone, I think I mentioned this to you a few weeks ago. Is there someone that you want to invest in? Is there something that you want to invest in? This is you buying like an apartment building and, hiring somebody to be the handyman. And you just make the income. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, after you've come from, maybe a family line of fight or flight and just having a quiet, bougie, cozy, very wealthy life, there's going to be a corridor where you walk down that's a lot of like, boredom is going to be very triggering. And I want you to get used to that. And I want you to romanticize that next step and know that you don't have to stand in rooms where you've been ready to leave a certain situation for a long time now. I think that came up for you most likely during Virgo season, even Leo season. It's been, I'd say from Leo season until now. Pisces rising especially, but maybe Pisces sun and Pisces moon. Comment below if you feel comfortable and confident to do that. But you've been like, not even judging, like you're past the point of judging, being like, oh my God, this person is like there's no ego involved, there's nothing, but it's a little bit of a big fish in a small pond vibe, but not really. There's a little, okay, that savior complex makes sense now. It's like you're there. There's some trauma bonding, full body chill. There's some trauma bonding in certain jobs that you're in. And you're like, but what if something bad happens to them? What if they need help? Then they'll call you. If somebody needs you, Pisces, they'll call you. But it's okay to not show up at a job, a situation. This is not a relationship. This is like a work situation, truly. That I really just would love for you to, if you can, most of you can, like take some time in between sole purpose jobs just to recognize like what values do I need from the people that I share possessions with? What do I value? What's most important to me? We still have Saturn retrograde in your sign. We still have Neptune retrograde in your sign. If you're, having that's a little too niche, but a lot of people that are having Saturn returns right now, if you're like you're 29, 30, yeah, there's like a massive glow up that is going to be happening. 2025 is going to be a huge year, a huge year. Yeah, the North Node going into your sign, and Neptune and Saturn dipping their toe into Aries, into your house of money. All right, I think that's it. I'm spent. That was awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I really appreciate you. Happy eclipse, everyone. I love you.